everybody. How you doing? I'm Nathan,
Johnny.
and we're Sampson Farms. How y'all doing this evening? And there's Johnny in the comments. Hey, Grace. Just me and Johnny right now. Tempy's at my mom. She should be showing up sometime in the next few hours. And Copper Kettle Farms. Hey, Crystal. How you doing? And then, of course, Johnny, Homestead Humor. Being herself. Everybody's here. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. So, what's everybody's plans for tonight and tomorrow and the rest of the year and all that fun stuff? Hey, D, Natural NC, how you doing? I know most of y'all's plans already. It sounds fun filled. Feeding the crazies tomorrow. Woo. I know that's right. Hey, Karen, how you doing? The busy little house. TNS Dogs and Dragonflies Farm. Hey, how y'all doing? Merry Christmas. Karen, we're doing just great. Merry Christmas to you. The busy little house, Karen. She's a original Mod Squad member too, which Anna's not here, or she'd say something about my shirt. So yeah, this week. Hey, Fermented Homestead. Hey, Anna, how you doing? And you've been busy, huh, Karen? We've been busy too. We got a new couch, and so we had hoped to put it in the other corner because this is where my recliner used to live, and now my recliner's homeless, and so had to rearrange the living room after we rearranged the living room a couple of weeks ago, and pretty much put everything back in its spot except for this couch. Hey, Cecilia, how you doing? Hey, Aunt Renee, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Just got home from work, but oh, what a great day. Hey, that's good. Always a great day. Fermented Homestead, I'm doing great, as usual. Uh, got a few things done. Helped a buddy sight in a rifle, so got that taken care of. Hey, Josh, how you doing? In your yard homestead. So helped him sight in a rifle. Of course, feeding quail and feeding chickens never ends. Cecilia, we're doing great. Uh, wasn't last night, but the night before we got the new couches, new sectional. Uh, trying to teach the troublemaking dogs to stay off of it, and that's been a challenge. Oh, the sword. It's my lovely wife bought me this one year. It is a replica of the last true Cavalry Saber the United States issued before the uh, patent saber. Uh, this is the 1904 U.S. Cavalry Saber for enlisted people. Current status drinking wine. Yeah, my crossbow's really nice. I really enjoy that crossbow, Cecilia. It's a good tool to extend the hunting season. But yeah, so it's a authentic replica built just the way the others were. It's just like a Civil War saber, except for the basket here. It's not brass, it's steel. And yeah, it's a cavalry saber. And I used to ride horses a lot, and I like things of that nature. So she spent a couple $100 on me for me and bought me my saber. I mean, it's actual, authentic, real cavalry saber. You are nowhere near it. And I've done some sword fighting stuff before too, and so this is like, I don't know. I have a thing for cavalry sabers. Do you have Christmas dinner today or tomorrow? We'll probably have one tomorrow with my mom down at the bottom of the hill. I'm on a sad sale. Karen, it's fine. You do what you can when you can. You can Highland dance around them. Vern Acres Hobby Farm, how you doing? Kinfolk Farmer Georgia, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Uh, I hope to see some more of your stuff before too long. Hey, Mary Carter, you like the sword, huh? I like collecting knives too. I've got a lot of knives. Or I used to have a whole lot more knives. If you start drinking, you'll order too many seeds from the catalog. That's one thing I don't have to worry about, ordering too many seeds. I've got a couple of more swords, but none of them are uh, like authentic. This is an actual sword that's this type of sword's been in many battles. The cavalry saber is historically one of the most dominant weapons from uh, the Polish hussars. They had the winged hussars. They used sabers, a different spelling, but it was a saber. A katana is essentially a two-handed saber. They're great weapons for what they were used for, and they really didn't go out of favor until World War One. That's when our advancements as warriors made cavalry obsolete. So see what I missed. I'm trying to I have a couple of swords myself. Only yours two. There's no such thing as too many seeds. No, there is no such thing as too many seeds. You have a Catalan and a bastard sword, which I'm going to assume is bastard sword. A hand and a half long sword. They're very good. I used to do some SCA fighting, and was actually pretty good at that. And I've always been interested in swords, just my nature. But that one, uh, I just like that sword. Found it, wife bought it for me. Yep, Cecilia, yeah, 3 foot long sword, yeah. The this one's almost actually 3 foot long as well. That's just the way the sabers were, but they're dual purpose. They're a little long to use on foot, but they really excelled at horse combat. But it's also they had one before this model that was even bigger that Abraham Lincoln used in a duel. And since he was the one who got to set the terms of the duel, and he was so tall and had long arms, he made it where his opponent uh, didn't have any kind of reach on him or anything of that. He was perfectly safe, But he did it in such a fashion to where his opponent couldn't hurt him, and he didn't really hurt his opponent either. $100 from Baker Creek. Ooh, I have a hard time spending money on seeds for some reason. Yeah, this one is Cecilia. This one is decorative as well, but it is sharp. So, I mean, it's fully functional. Green Dream Project in the house. Merry Christmas Eve to you too, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't get to talk to you before then. So, like I was saying, we moved these couches in, moved our other couch out that we were doing lives on, but the dogs had pretty well obliterated that couch for us. We had to keep it covered up with a blanket because they're dogs and they're still being taught, and they're all at our feet right now, just sleeping. Um, moved in another, moved in a wardrobe that used to be mine when I first joined the military. When I was still in high school, I joined the National Guard, and my mom bought me this wardrobe to my gear in. Well, my little brother had been using it for, I don't know, a decade or more now, and he's remodeling his house, didn't have a use for it, so I took it back, and now I have it as my processing cabinet. So I've got my dehydrator on top, Jack LaLanne power juicer, meat grinder, vacuum sealer on top. I have our pressure cooker, our water bath canner, and things of that nature in the top half of it. And then the shelves on the one side are just full of canned goods. And it still has a side on it that we hang up coats in. So that's a huge bonus for us too. Yeah, Karen, I know that. I'm glad Temperance never really has been very destructive, but we have two sons who are older than her, and yeah, they've been told more than a few times that we can't have anything nice. I think I've told that to Johnny a few times too. I looked her straight in the face and said, "You're the reason we can't have anything nice." And she's smiling and laughing because it's true. Uh, Green Dream Project, yes, we have a Jack LaLanne power juicer. We found it at a Goodwill and got a really good deal on it, and we juiced tomatoes and stuff through it. And then we'd take the juice and boil it down for tomato sauce or tomato paste, and we'll take the pulp and stuff out of the back, and we'll dehydrate that to make tomato powder. Goodwill definitely sometimes has some good bargains. Juicing saved your life, no joke. That's awesome. Yeah, we I found the juicer and a like a Pro Series vacuum sealer for, I think it was 100 for both of them, and it was a really great deal. And we we drove 45 minutes to the store to get them because of that. Hey, Manic, it's fine. I know life happens. It's a busy time of year. McCoy's Oak Hill Farm. Hey, Leona, how's it going? Fermented Homestead, yeah, and it works great for that. It's a lot. It's really quick to do that. Just throw your tomatoes in there and juice them, and then boil the juice down. Kept my late husband's awesome sword, weapon, and gun collection. Grace, that's really cool. Hey, Gil, Camp Patton Family Compound. Merry Christmas, Nathan and family. But honestly, the Jack LaLanne juicer is it really is. It's really quick. It's really easy to clean. It's it beats running it through a tomato juicer type deal. Any of that stuff. All we do is just take the stem end off, quarter it, and chunk it in the juicer, and it does the rest. Yeah, easy to clean for the win, most definitely. Hey Eli, how's it going, single man? Merry Christmas, man. Hey Anna, Mimsy's Garden. Merry Christmas. I'm if the other night I also made some merchandise for anyone who wanted some. It's on Teespring. Um, I didn't know of any other options for that, so I just went with Teespring, and I made a whole lot of stuff. Uh, just one basic design for now, but I made all kind of stuff for whoever wants it. So there's that. Not only that, Homestead Humor has also made them a Teespring as well. Johnny has a Teespring for her channel for Homestead Humor as well. If anyone is interested in any of that, we also have the Amazon affiliate link. If anyone's going to do any Amazon shopping, please think of us. Help us get that going. And any of this goes and is helpful for us to either move this single wide to our property or us just building a house over there. But either way, it all goes into the stuff we do. Hey, Micro Homesteader, how you doing? Hey, Sydney, the Naked Gardener, how you doing, man? Hey, Miss Brenda. Yeah, lots of familiar folks in here. I mean, this community is great, and everyone here is really supportive of each other, and that's what I really find great about this community. Also, I do have a video coming out tomorrow. I've got it released early. I'm blessed and highly favored, Nathan. Most definitely. We do have a video coming out tomorrow. It's not a very big one, but last night in Two Family Live, which was amazing, by the way. I thank everyone who showed up. We had a great time. Uh, Johnny almost peed on the couch a little bit. She was laughing so hard. But oh, thank you. Yeah, run the fireplace video for everyone. That I love that video. It took a lot of time for me to build it, but it was worth it for everyone who watches anything on it. But we do have a video coming out tomorrow because last night on Two Family, uh, someone brought up some stuff from about using chain link fence for like dog pens. For Brett, you misspelled it. There's a D in my, and it's RODGER. I know it's a weird spelling. Uh, but using chain link dog fence for a chicken run, and it does work. So I remembered I had filmed a video before I was ever into YouTube or doing any of that, and so I went to Facebook and I downloaded it and put it at the end of this video. And what's fun about the video is I had a Royal Palm turkey who would herd ducks back into this pen for me at the end of the night. And I wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and all of that. So I put together a video, and it will be released tomorrow morning for everybody who wants to check that out. And hi, Brett. Hey, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Ravens Nature Family Farm. Hey, Merry Christmas. How you doing? Brett and Cindy's Tennessee Living. Hi, guys. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas. Trying to catch everybody as they come in. I'd love to watch that video. We have some that's sitting around somewhere we could use. It's actually pretty good stuff. We had some plastic bird netting we put on the top of it so they wouldn't fly out. Uh, and it worked. And we even kept our pig Charlotte in there for a while. I mean, it works. Like we had it butted up to the end of the trailer, so it was one panel this way, two this way, and one this way. And then we put the netting on top of that, and it kept the birds in. And then we would let them out during the day to roam around another fenced-in area, and then they would go back in there at night, and they had roost and everything of that nature, and they seemed to enjoy it. Hey, J Love, nice to see you in here. I know, and I said something about it when Karen was in, and how she was one of the original members of the Mod Squad way back when it was me, you, and her on Chris's first live, and the trolls just rolled in and hit him, and how we were all there for when all this started. And so I mentioned you and how you would say something about the Mod Squad shirt. And when I say Merry Christmas, that's just a broad umbrella term for Yule, winter solstice, Hanukkah. I guess happy holidays would work better, but it is what it is. Just going through, catching up with some comments. We're just kind of keeping it informal this week. But yeah, this shirt is great. I might, before too long, I won't have to buy any t-shirts. I just have enough t-shirts that people have given me, and I've gotten from stuff for to have a full wardrobe of Homestead t-shirts. And I tried to rotate them around in videos and things of that nature. So I don't even remember when the last time I wore a Sampson Farm shirt in a video, because I have so many of them from everybody, and I like to uh, do our videos with us wearing our shirts. Single man, that's not just your opinion. A lot of people have that opinion. And I know Ahmed had poor Anna's mom last night about ready to cry. But the whole goat lubba lubba thing was pretty funny. Nathan, do you know what you are getting for Christmas? Usually I get coal, but the joke's on Santa because coal's worth a lot of money. But there's a good chance we might be getting an air fryer. Oh yeah, it wasn't nothing to do with me to make Mimsy's mom cry. That was all on Jason. A matching sword to dance with. Well, they might be making them now, but when this was the last one they had when we ordered it, so yeah, we jumped on that. Hey, my mug is just plenty. I only drink like 4 or 5 on my day. I like that thing too. I do know some of the stuff I got for Christmas because the Marco group, and we're going to video that as well. It might come out Thursday, it might come out Friday. I don't know, but I want to show appreciation for all the gifts that we've got. Oh, that's cool, Crystal. Anna really is. She really is a great asset. And at all the events that me and her go to, yeah, she's really fun to hang out with too. Manic, since I don't drink beer, yes, that's just tea. Yes, I'm doing that. This one it's very similar to a Slim Jim cup, yeah, but it's like a glass bar mug. I think we got it from Sam's Club or something. Somebody gave it to me. They had bought a whole case of them for something. A thumb wrestling ring with fighting gloves. That's cool. McCoy's Oak Hill Farm. I hope you get everything done and you get a chance to rest. Anna feels like a cool kid now. You should have felt like a cool kid before. Oh, I know. March is almost here. It's about to start. I've got a lot of work to do to get ready for it, though. I've got to get a lot of stuff ready. I'm set up to be a vendor at the Gathering, Deep South Homestead. So if y'all are going to stop by and you want to order something, just save on shipping and come pick it up. McCoy's Oak Hill Farm. I make no promises, but we will try our darndest to have a good day tomorrow. Me more than her, because she's mean. She picks on me all the time, too. Need to get you a dibble. That can be arranged because those dibbles are pretty handy. I planted everything in where Clovis and the pig are now. I planted everything in there with a garden dibble. It was actually the second dibble I made is the one I used. The first one I made and give it to a buddy of mine. Ooh, crock pot ham. I'm about ready for some ham. I'm ready for some leftover ham because that goes for breakfast. I stick to water milk, one apple cider, one cocoa. The thing that I don't drink water straight water. I drink tea. Sometimes I drink coffee. Sometimes I drink chocolate milk. I do drink a lot of hot chocolate this time of year, though. But it's mostly sweet tea. Cecilia, she's always quiet on here because there's a camera rolling. When there's no camera rolling, Nathan don't get no peace. That's why there's white hairs in the beard and no hairs up here. Of course, Eli, you're relocating to Arizona, and I know that's going to be a rough move. Cecilia, I do get water. It's just my kidneys have to filter it a little bit more. It goes from tea to water. She probably does want to smack me, Gil, but that's a daily occurrence. And then she reaches for her tea. And well, even for the year I spent in Iraq, I do not think I drank maybe 2 bottles of water over there the whole time. Mostly it was like apple juice, grape juice, and then tea because we had an awesome PX and I could manage to get all that. I mean, we use water. It's just made into better tasting stuff. No, she don't, Manic. Mm-mm. Do you have any patience?
What?
Talk to Jason. There's not. I'm not that bad. I don't really do a lot of stuff people have to put up with. I just crack a lot of jokes. Ozark Mountain Goats. Hey guys, how y'all doing? We heard some of Jason's love talk last night about, Ahmed. Love talk last night about his cousin Billy and how 90s music, if he came to America and got a job, he could be the goat lubba lubba. Anna, Merry Christmas. God bless you. Have a great evening and great holiday season. He's not, I like how pick on people. You think it's bad. Not only does she have me, but she has Temperance. And y'all all think Temperance is sweet and everything of that nature, but she's my clone. I'm not even joking. Johnny doesn't have a chance. I forever have someone on my side with Temperance, and she's just as bad as I am. She's just as goofy, comical, and everything.
And rotten.
I don't even want to hear nothing about Rotten because both of y'all are spoiled. Nate Gardner, on our menu here, we're not really probably going to do much of anything tomorrow. My mom should be down, and we'll probably have Christmas dinner with her. And it's like what we call funeral potatoes, or just cheesy potatoes, a ham, green bean casserole, which is not that's not for me. I don't do the green beans, things of that nature. Some cornbread stuffing, basic trimmings. Bless holiday season, power hour here, so gotta get kids to bed. Talk soon. You have a good, happy holidays, Karen. I hope you have a great one. What?
Tonight we're having ramen and quail eggs.
Yeah. I mean, we're having ramen noodles with hard boiled quail eggs in it tonight. Hi, Two Family Homestead. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. It's dark outside. Had Pop Tarts. That sounds amazing. I like some. It depends on the Pop Tart, though. They make some that are not fit for human consumption. They have like blueberries in them. Spinach dip. I don't know if your daughter is the same as you. She thinks she's picking on me. I just let her get away with a bunch of it. Shalom alaikum. Alaikum shalom. There were two 6.0 earthquakes today. Colombia and Argentina. No injuries or deaths reported. There's been a lot of seismic activity in our region. There's been a lot of like 2.0s and 2.2s. But we live on a fault line that has very huge potential to do a lot of damage. As in 1812, it did a lot of damage. Even changed where the Mississippi River is located. I don't think so, Manic. You can keep those cookies. Had turkey stuffing, broccoli, mashed potatoes for, for one for dinner. Oh, that sounds good. And no, Nathan doesn't do blueberries, but Temperance and Johnny will eat the blue dingleberries. Johnny is a sweetheart most of the time. Most of the time. Big Dreams Homestead. I can't. I, I ain't never liked blueberries. I can't stand them, guys. I know that puts me in the category of the odd man out, but man, how do people eat those things? I'd rather somebody put iodine on a cut than have to entertain the thought of eating a blueberry. Come on. My kids moved away for dinner for one daughter is in Florida, son is in South Carolina, and one daughter in another city. We're having pizza for dinner, and no, it's not Awesome Tail Pizza. Oh, blackberries and strawberries are the best. See, blueberries just are like astringent to me for some reason. I've never liked them. I even tried some that are called pink lemonade blueberries, and I planted 2 bushes of them. We'll see how well they do next year. But they're strictly for the girls, and that's it. I mean, I'll pick blackberries all day, every day, and eat those. But no, blueberries are just not. I mean, anything you can do with a blueberry, you can do it better with a blackberry. I ain't ever heard of a blueberry cobbler, but I've heard of a blackberry cobbler. And strawberries, me and Temperance really, oh, poor Johnny. She never gets any of our strawberries that we grow because they don't ever make it out of the garden. Just me and Temperance eat them all. Dave Northwater, that would probably work, but I'll pass. I can live my life without eating blueberries. Live, I haven't met a berry I didn't like. I've met a couple I didn't like. Really? I've never heard of any. I've heard of peach cobbler and I've heard of blackberry cobbler, but I ain't ever heard of no blueberry cobbler. And yes, blueberries and cranberries are an acquired taste. And cranberries is one of them berries that I want to acquire a taste for. I might make a peach pie after we're done with all this. Yeah, blackberry dumplings are the best of it. Ooh, yes. Blackberries are hard to beat. I mean, cranberries are delicious. I will let you have all of mine. Cherry cobbler? No, that's just wrong.
I bet it's good.
Now, see, an apple cobbler, I can get behind the apple cobbler. Muscadines, muscadines are that's too easy. Muscadine juice, muscadine wine, straight up muscadines, muscadine pie, muscadine jelly. I don't like cherries. She can have them. I'm not even a big fan of cherry pie. Now I can do muscadines. Muscadines are good. I can even do scupping hogs. J-Love, I hope you're start to feel better in this. Your earlier mistreatment did not uh, ruin your festivities. So Merry Christmas and Hope you have a good one. Micro homesteader, that's exactly right. They're sour and astringent. My favorite fruit? I don't know. I've got a lot of favorite fruits. Blackberry's about the favorite berry. I like apples. I like oranges too. I mean, a lot of them. And I even like pineapple. On pizza or not on pizza. Either way, I like pineapple. Hey, nobody even had to hide Jason's cheesecake. He just left it on his own. And Maya took advantage of it. See, in Bretton City, we had a cherry tree growing up. And, oh, I love pears. Pears are really good. Well, my favorite with pears was my nanny would can them and they would turn pink. But they were just some of the best and sweetest pears ever. Never had a gooseberry. So I have no um, basis for gooseberries. But growing up, we had apple trees. The pear tree is the only one that's still there. We had a apple trees, a pear tree, a peach tree, and a cherry tree that my grandparents planted. I have a 30-foot cherry tree in my backyard. Now, across the driveway from me, we have a wild cherry tree, but you ain't getting no cherries from it. We also have a persimmon tree. Lower glucose issues. Huh. Didn't know that. I just know pears are delicious. I think down around the pond we have some choke cherries even, but they're different than like a cherry. Your dad can eat pears without issues, but can't have apples. Huh. These are bushes that have black cherries and sweet red cherry. No, that that has to be a misnomer because like, sweet red cherry. I mean, they just all taste sour to me. Pears canned in a rum sauce. Now that's interesting. Like a coconutty pear. Hmm.
I'm gonna share a story.
Uh oh.
Nathan punched me in the boob once. We were
Hey, I've told that story. She asked how.
not that story.
Oh,
We were at the casino in Cape, and I gave him this pastry thing. It was cherry flavored because I forgot he didn't like cherries, and he ate it, and then he punched me in the boob. Sorry.
pears canned in white grape juice is great for diabetics. Oh, I mean the pears Nanny always made was just pears and heavy syrup, but it was good. What Duchess? We try to can about 20 quarts of pears a year. I mean, pears are good, and we're going to plant some pear trees. Man, let's not even get started where all she's hit me at. I've been punched in the face while sleeping. She was sleeping too, so, but still, don't let her devilish charm confuse anybody. She's way meaner than I am. I don't like force feed her gross stuff like cherries. Ain't never made her eat rabbit. Ain't never made her eat squirrel. How can you say I deserve it? I ain't ever done nothing to nobody. in this country. Johnny, he's lucky you didn't turn around and cut him. And kicked in the back. Elbowed you in the lip. No, I do not snore. I'm dreaming that I'm a tractor. I'm not the only one back there that snores neither. And this was when we were still like living in like Cape Dorado. And it was like early in the morning. I'm just laying there sleeping. Next thing I know, I get punched in the face. And she's still sleeping. I beat the crap out of Chris in my sleep on many occasions. Poor Chris. Now just get away from the cord. Go. I sound like the grizzly man. Call. I don't have my CPAP. Ooh, that's rough. I dreamed that Donald did something that made her mad. I woke up suddenly and was still mad. He woke up and was like, "What did I do?"
When we first started going out, I fell asleep watching
A zombie movie?
a zombie movie that the old zombie movie. What is it called?
Night of the Living Dead or Night of the Walking Dead? One of those.
I almost jumped up off the couch and karate kicked him in his forehead.
Yeah, that's after I drove all the way from Tennessee back up to Scott City, Missouri for the weekend. I think I'd be too claustrophobic for a CPAP machine. I think that would make matters worse for. It'd be wind up thrown across the room or something. How about shortbread cookies? It is the season for like Danish butter cookies. Has anybody gotten them a 10 of those yet or 50? I haven't yet, but I love those cookies. Emrich keeps pointing them out to me at the store though. Rum candies. And ate the whole 10. You haven't had butter cookies since you were little? Oh, that's just mistreatment there. How else are you supposed to get new sewing tins if you don't buy the cookies? I mean, that's the whole point of them. You buy it, you eat all the cookies, then you got neat tins to hide all your goodies in. Just bought a can today. Well, Cecilia, the only time I stop breathing is when I'm like sick or got a bad sinus infection or something like that. But if I prop myself up a little bit, it's not an issue. I bought the size 10 that perfectly holds. Yeah, because they make the little 10 too, but I like the big 10s. You prefer the popcorn cans? My brother-in-law hates canned popcorn. He used to work at a place that That's what he did. He lost his job there and kind of got upset and just kind of cleared the whole assembly line of throwing cans at people. Make some rum balls. Captain Morgan. I understand a lot of people do need a CPAP machine, but I'm lucky I'm in relatively good health. I don't think I've ever had a rum ball. Actually, I'm pretty sure I've never had a rum ball. Never had a Buckeye candy neither, but that's more of a northern thing. Yeah, the caramel popcorn's about the only thing in a can. Snickerdoodle pop. What? Yeah, never had a Buckeye. Okay, I've had peanut butter balls. What are you chuckling about? You perv. A new set of earbuds. That's cool. We got a temperature set up pink headphones for Christmas. I think y'all done broke Johnny. Or I broke Johnny. Somebody broke Johnny. She done went that way. The Johnny has been broken. Hey, Claybank Homestead. Hey, how y'all guys doing? Ooh, peanut chocolate balls. Kiss my grass acres. Oh. We all talking about food, and I'm going to go eat me some ramen here in a minute. And watch some Tech Tuesday. Monkey bread tomorrow. Johnny gets broke a lot. Yeah, like neither one of us had our phones up. We wasn't really watching any of the comments or anything like that, but just, oh man, that was hilarious. People calling in on some possum pizza, and then Ahmed and his goat lubba lubba. His cousin Billy hiding underneath the couch. You know he's been there because the trash cans have been knocked over. The goats are impregnated, and he's under your couch for 2 weeks. And you hear Billy White music in Arabic playing in the background. Yeah, Timbers has a Christmas tree. That's about all we've done. I like Captain Morgan. I like Bundaberg rum and Kingfire back burner. Eli will do. I'll give her a hug. Yeah, I mean, we went back and watched it and watched all the comments and all that stuff. And then people were talking about Daryl's candy he made. But there's a big misconception between corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup. Cairo corn syrup is just pure corn syrup. It's not been processed to where part of the glucose in it has been turned into fructose, which is what damages people's. That's the health issue is the fructose, not the glucose. I mean, Cairo syrup It's pure sugar, but it's not gonna hurt you. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother time. Hmm. Do I have a favorite holiday song? Don't think I do. Yeah, now I mean I've heard it called stained glass candy, and what they were calling it last night, I ain't ever heard of that. I mean I've had it. Cecilia, I've never seen anyone growing sugar beets, but I'm sure that they do somewhere. But I've never seen them here. Mostly what's growing around here is corn, wheat, and soybean. But I am pretty sure they will have beets farther north than me. I know in this area, they used to grow sugar cane, and then they would also grow sorghum for to make sorghum and molasses and things of that nature.
When I was growing up, we used to cut the leaves off sugar cane and um, cut them down so the dude could make sorghum.
And that's an interesting process to watch somebody take cane and sugar it.
I always got mad because I never got the machete. I always got a piece of wood.
She never got to use the cane knife. Her brother did, and so they would have a piece of 1x4 that was cut in the shape of a cane knife to go take the leaves off of it. Hey, Mo Homestead, I'm glad you got everything done and you can have fun and relax now. Well, hey, Mary Carter, I'm glad you're back. But it is 6:58 here, our time. That means here in 2 minutes, Tech Tuesday's going live. And so we're going to get off here. And if y'all want to still hang out, we're going to be at Two Family Homesteads Tech Tuesday. We have huge sugar cane fields down here. It's fun to watch it get squeezed by donkey power. Yeah, and they would either do it by donkey or horse, and they would squeeze it and then boil it. But we also a big tradition of molasses, sorghum, and then also sugar cane, which you would get your sugar from. Well, not done. Just taking a break. Well, enjoy your break. But we are going to call it a night. God bless each and every one of you. We're glad that you are here. And we hope to see you next Tuesday and then all during the week as we go about our business. Take care, all. See y'all next week. It's not cooperating. I feel like Miss Lippy right now.